All the maintenance on the truck is done, and unveiling the seating area cushions on this episode of
the Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. That is Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Alright, yeah, here we are, outside of Sapp Brothers. Brought it in early this morning. They had to do all the work that I've been talking about in my last video. Couldn't get me in yesterday, so we brought it in today. Where the weather got up to a balmy 24 about degrees. And then we're supposed to have now we have a winter storm warning, 6 to 12 inches tonight. Gotta love it. So I just came back over so I could hook the trailer up. They're just now trying to finish the DOT, and now my left ABS light is showing. So you can never get everything done too quickly. So yeah, that essentially took 2 days to get everything done, but it's all completely done. Of course, as always happens on things like that, more things popped up in the DOT, mainly on the trailer that had to be taken care of. So I knew I had to get the clutch adjusted. Okay, got that done. I knew I needed a PM or oil change, whatever you want to call it. Got that done. I knew I had an ABS sensor issue on one of my drive axles, or on my rear drive axle on the right side. I had the sensors with me that I had bought at a Freightliner in Youngstown, Ohio sometimes last year. I know I need to do the air dryer, which I bought locally here at the Floyd's Freightliner. Again, drivers don't do service at Floyd's Freightliner. They suck. Buy the parts from there, take it somewhere else, like Sapp Brothers. All right, they were able to replace that. Because my air dryer before, it was just old on this truck. It kept pissing air. And in a lot of my videos, I'm sure you've heard the air leaking, and you're wondering why, because even if the engine's off, it was still pissing the air. But I had to have that done. I needed new brake pads on the front drive axle on the driver's side, so I had to get that done. So I knew I had to get all that done, and then I had to have the DOT inspection. I'd already fixed the headlights issue myself that I had, but of course on the trailer they did find, they found a couple things on the truck. For one, the ABS sensor was fused to the bracket. In trying to get that off, they broke the bracket. They had to buy a new one. And also there was a U-joint that had to be replaced that they also took care of today. Then we hooked up the trailer. We brought that in. Trailer needed all new drums and all new brake pads. So I had to get all that done. So we got that done today. And then, of course, as soon as I pulled out, to go get my trailer, then the left ABS issue light was coming on, so we had to replace that. All right, so the same thing happened. It was fused in there. They had to break the bracket. They had to get another one. So all this happened. It took all day today. Today is the 8th of March here on Tuesday. I brought it in at 6:30 this morning. And I didn't get out of there till it was close to 9 o'clock tonight. Well, no, 8 o'clock tonight. I finally got home with the truck and trailer and beat the storm. Because of course now we're under a winter storm advisory or winter storm warning. Yeah, so we've got that to deal with. The next couple of days are going to be bitterly cold. I can't finish sealing up the outer box yet. We're going to be up to the 40s on this weekend, so that's when I'll have to do that. But outside of that, I don't even want to think about how much that cost today. Their computers were down, they couldn't total it up for me. But I'm sure we're talking $3 grand or more to do all that, to get the truck and trailer road ready and ready to roll. Because at this point, my plan is to go back out on Monday, which would be, today is the 8th, that'll be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14th. I should be back on the road. Because I've got only a couple things to finish inside the truck, the plumbing, and a couple little trim pieces. I gotta fix the door on the microwave. I'll talk about that more in a minute. But my wife got the cushions done. That's a fun thing, so here's something to look at. Let's look at that. Alright, so here are the cushions that my wife so lovingly made for me. Thank you, Mary. Really appreciate it. So I've got my seating area now in place next to my sink. And between that and the fridge, and here's the stairs in front. Here's my floor below. There's looking up at my CT, which is up there on my headboard. Going back to my whole new upper bunk full-size bed area. There's my cabinet. My toilet's underneath. Got to finish that cabinet area once I do the plumbing. But of course that cushion leans against the closet door. This one leans against nothing. So I've got to put a board in here that's going to be on hinges that'll fold like this against my closet door so I can access my freezer, which is right there. I just kind of stuffed them into place to see how they're going to look. And there you go, my little mini couch. So I have a separate seating area here in my truck. So how cool is that? Here I am sitting in my seating area. It's a beautiful thing. See my cushions and all that. Gotta love it. And I gotta fix that microwave door. Problem is, when you open it, it hits my light right there. And this opens this way. It barely makes it. I want that to be a little more open. So, some other little thing I gotta fix, but outside of that, other than trimming off, continuing that trim on the countertop area, having it meet this wall and match over that, then that's pretty much done too. Here's my toilet. And no, I'm not leaving the pet bed up there so Rusty doesn't have to get up on the counter. Don't worry. But here I am in my seating area. It's a beautiful thing. So, gotta put that board back there so you can actually lean against that one and you won't go flipping back. But got a couple of big hinges for that. I've got a little bolt thing that goes down into the floor that'll hold it into place while it's in the seating position. And now look, I've got a seating area right here in front of my closet and everything. It's a beautiful thing. So looking back at it again one more time, I can kind of try to get back into this corner here. Doesn't that look lovely? So now all exposed wood is covered up, well, except for right there, but that will be. And I have my seating area, and then I've got my thing going up to my landing where my coat's lying now. There's my nightstand, switch for my lights upstairs, and looking over into my new upper bunk area with my full-size Tufton needle mint mattress. It's going to be a beautiful place. I'm so excited. Alright, so yeah, I was going to try to get that board up there tonight. I think I'm going to pass on that. I've been up since 5:30 this morning. Here it is, 11:26 p.m. Like I said, that took all day, but they got everything done right. They had to go back and refix the ABS sensors because they weren't exactly where they needed to be, so the light came back on. I had to go back after I dropped the trailer back here at the house. Blah, 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 blah. Long story short, they got everything done though. That Sapp Brothers here in Cheyenne, they can do anything a Freightliner can do, if not more. They do a better job. They're cheaper. They're more reliable. And like I say, I had to waste an entire day today, half of the day yesterday, but it's all done. So I have my DOT compliant stuff for the truck and trailer. So I'm all legal. I'm ready to go back on the road. So that part's done. So now it's just finishing up the plumbing inside and sealing up the rest of the outside of the box, doing the fairings, putting those up. I've got my 2 diamond plate toolboxes that are going to mount on the back of the cab. Got to put those up. Finish off the countertop area. Thank you. Next to the sink, over the toilet, and that's it. We're done. Then I'm going to be loading up the truck with all the supplies and everything over the weekend. I'll take some trim boards and pieces and some paint and everything with me so I can finish trimming up a few little things here and there. I want to fix that microwave door back there behind my shoulder. I'm going to put a slider in there, but I'm going to use that same paneling to make that slider door. So I can just slide it and pull it out. It'll be completely out of the way. That'll be a quick fix for that door. So other than little trim pieces here and there, the truck's going to be all completely done this weekend. Like I say, it's the 8th right now on Tuesday. So really, really cold temperatures and lots of snow the next couple of days, but I can work inside here in the pole barn and do the plumbing and so forth. When we hit the better temperatures this weekend, I can seal it up, the outside box, put up those diamond plate toolboxes, and then I'll start loading the truck and get ready to get back on the road, which is a good thing because we're desperately out of cash. I got to get out there working again, and I'm probably now going to have to work until I die. Oh, and quickly, somebody did ask me about the whole passenger seat. Am I going to put that back in, or was I going to build kind of a structure for the bike for my new Zizzo folding bike? I still think I can get the passenger seat in, and I think it might fit in front. I'm going to put the passenger seat in here. I'm just not going to bolt it down and test to see if the bike fits in front. If it doesn't, John Holgren, thank you again. You gave me a good suggestion. Since Rusty doesn't sit on the seat while I drive, maybe I could just put it on top of the seat, use the seat belt to hold it in. That's one option. The other option is that space right there you see where I'm pointing with my thumb next to the closet between that and the freezer. It might just sneak back in there too. Another option. All right, so we'll be dealing with all that coming up in the next couple of days. Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Yeah, just basically an update on all the maintenance that had to get done on the truck. So it's truck and trailer, so they're ready to go back on the road. And cushions are done. That's pretty exciting, isn't it, Rusty? Now the seating area looks like a seating area. Ah, what do you think? All right, thanks for tuning in. As always, please subscribe, please like and comment. Get your comments usually within 24 hours. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. You know when the new videos come out. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty. Out. Striker, it's like when you're down and you get kicked in the teeth with an iron boot. No, forget that. Nobody gets kicked in the teeth with an iron boot. That's just ridiculous. Forget about that. He's eyeing that strip. And there it goes. Yay! Rusty and his begging strip outie. Doing good work of that, Rusty. Yep. Wow. There's four big bites. All right. You got it. You're all good. You're all good. Look up here. Rusty! Rusty.